Welcome to Calm Light. This video is part of our verse-by-verse journey through the Isha Upanishad, a text that is over 3,000 years old, yet speaks directly to the modern heart. Each verse is a meditation, a doorway into awareness, freedom, and the deeper self. In this series, we begin with the Sanskrit, followed by Hume's classical English translation, and then a gentle exploration of the verse's meaning for our lives today. Settle in, so we can walk into wisdom together. Sunless are those worlds, covered over with blind darkness. Thither after death go those people who are the slayers of the self. After teaching us how to live with awareness in verse 2, the Upanishad now shows us the opposite. What happens when we live without it? Verse 3 is not a threat. It is a mirror, a description of what unfolds inside us when we are disconnected from our own self. This darkness isn't talking about hell. It's talking about the inner world. A mind without awareness feels dark. A mind driven by fear, ego, or craving feels heavy. A mind that forgets who it really is feels empty, restless, and lost. The Upanishad uses a strong phrase, the slayer of the self, but the self cannot be killed. What this verse describes is the person who ignores their true nature, someone who forgets their inner light. We slay the self when we live only from the surface, from the noise, from the small identity. When we forget our true nature, we feel disconnected, anxious, confused, reactive, lonely, directionless, numb. This is the sunless world, not a place you go after death, but a state you fall into during life. The sages are saying, when you abandon awareness, you abandon yourself. But the moment you remember, even for a second, the darkness begins to lift. This verse asks you gently, are you living from your truth or from your fear? The good news is this: you can return at any moment. Awareness doesn't require a ritual, a temple, or perfection. It only requires a pause, a breath, a moment where you turn inward and remember who you are. Today, notice when you feel disconnected. not to judge it, but to gently catch yourself. When you feel overwhelmed, or when your mind becomes dark, ask quietly, what part of myself am I forgetting right now? This one question brings awareness back. It reconnects you to your inner light. Thank you for exploring verse 3 of the Isha Upanishad. In the next video, we move into verse 4, a profound teaching on the nature of the self, still, unmoving, yet everywhere. Until then, return to your light, and remember, your light begins again.